So you'll have to forgive me with the pronunciation of this one. Emelike, email-like, Nwoswokcha, nope, I don't have it, versus Donald McKinley Glover II. Yes, this is the Kid Wes versus Childish Gambino lawsuit, which appears to be Kid Wes suing Childish Gambino over This Is America. Kid Wes alleges that he made Made in America and registered it on May 24th, 2017, and that Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, released his infringing work This Is America on May 6th of 2018. And so Kid Wes is also suing the music producers and distributors and record label, etc. And we're going to skim through this because this isn't the crux of the claim yet. This is the crux of the claim here. He claims that This Is America infringes on a hook where defendant Glover recorded his vocal performance while employing a distinct and unique vocal cadence, delivery, rhythm, timing, phrasing, meter, or pattern, what they are calling the flow, as the various elements making up a vocal performance are known and referred to in the realm of hip-hop music. So he's claiming copyright infringement in the flow as defined in the realm of hip-hop music. This distinctive flow employed in Glover's recorded performance, which is the musical centerpiece of the infringing work and forms a namesake for the infringing song's title, is unmistakably substantially similar, if not practically identical. We call practically identical strikingly similar to the distinct and unique flow that was employed by Kid Wes in recording his vocal performance. In addition to the substantially similar unique flow, the lyrical theme, content, and structure of the identically performed choruses are glaringly similar. In the chorus of the original work, Kid Wes says, "Made in America, flex on the radio, made me a terrorist, pessimistic," can't say that word, "you should just cherish this."
Made in America, flex on the radio, it made me a terrorist.
In the allegedly infringing work, Glover says, "This is America, guns in my area, I got the strap, I gotta carry 'em."
This is America, guns in my area, I got the strap.
Or, "This is America, don't catch you slipping now, don't catch you slipping now, look what I'm whipping now." And then he goes on to claim an unmissable substantial similarity of the two flows used in the song's respective hooks, augmented by the two hooks' substantially similar structure and lyrical content, is striking to an extent beyond coincidence and is accordingly audible to the average layperson who listens to both songs. When you listen to the songs, you'll hear there is a similar bass note that is played. I couldn't tell you how you copyright a single bass note, but there is that booming bass note, and then there is the lyrics over it being performed by each performer. But otherwise, the songs are pretty different. Yeah, they have a similar theme. Yeah, they have words that are used as lyrics, but the actual lyrics are slightly different. Yeah, they have a similar flow here and there, but otherwise the songs are different. Different intro for Kid Wes, different intro for Donald Glover's This Is America, different chorus, or rather there's a more musical section and a less hip-hoppy section. Not that hip-hop isn't music, I just mean a more melodic section, like when the choral singers are singing and all that. That doesn't seem to appear in Kid Wes's Made in America. But yeah, the This Is America and Made in America section as listed here has a similar flow. Made in America, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flex on the radio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Made me a terrorist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pessimistic, 2 syllables. So that's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meanwhile, in This Is America is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guns in my area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got the strap, 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta carry 'em. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got to carry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then This Is America, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't catch you slipping now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's obviously got a meter and a kind of rhyme to it, but that's not copyrightable. I can't stress this enough. We keep going over this. There is a difference between the idea and the expression, and there is copyright only in protectable elements, and there's a lot of case law on what's protectable. We went over how dance moves are not copyrightable because if I do this with my arms, those are just the components of a performance. If I play notes on a guitar, I can copyright a performance, a longer performance of a series of notes, but an 8-note descending minor ostinato from the Katy Perry Dark Horse Joyful Noise Flame dispute, an 8-note descending minor ostinato turns out not to be copyrightable because those are the basic components of building a copyrighted work in a genre. This is known as the Senefaire doctrine that we keep going over. In the Senefaire wiki, Wikipedia says it's a scene in a book or a film which is obligatory for a book or film in that genre. In the US, it refers to the principle of copyright law in which certain elements of a creative work are held not to be protected when they are mandated by or customary to the genre. And it might not even be Senefaire, it might just simply be the idea-expression distinction that you can't have a copyright on the basic building blocks, the concepts that are then used by your expression. Sure, you can play a note on a guitar and record that note, and you technically have a copyright on that recording, but that doesn't mean you own all those notes. That doesn't mean that if I play a middle C on a piano, nobody else can ever play a middle C. I have to raise my creative input to some minimal level, which is a very minimal level, but it must be more than an 8-note descending minor ostinato. So then the question becomes, is Made in America and This Is America different songs that are composed of similar concepts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can then make my own words in that flow, and that's mine. That particular expression is mine. If somebody else says, Made in America, flex on the radio, made me a terrorist, pessimistic, whatever, you should just cherish this. Yeah, they've infringed on the copyright that Kid West has in that particular arrangement of words, but that doesn't mean no one can ever say Made in America. No one ever can use those words in some other form, and it also doesn't mean that someone can't use those words in that form. It's going to be much closer to copyright infringement and the details of how to avoid infringing on someone else's work by using their exact words. But all by itself, short phrases are not copyrightable either. Right here from the copyright.gov website, how do I copyright a name, title, slogan, or logo? Copyright does not protect names, titles, slogans, or short phrases. And it also confirms that copyright does not protect ideas, concepts, systems, or methods, etc. So the question in Made in America versus This Is America, Kid West versus Childish Gambino, is going to be whether Kid West sufficiently owns a copyright in his flow. And if we go back up here to what he defines flow as, vocal cadence, delivery, rhythm, timing, phrasing, meter, and or pattern, none of those things by themselves are copyrightable. You don't own a copyright because of a vocal cadence. You own a copyright in the use of a vocal cadence to express your idea. You don't own the concept of a hip-hop delivery. You don't own a concept of the rhythm, timing, phrasing, meter, or pattern in a hip-hop song. You own your use of those tools to make your song. So I don't think, this is my opinion, I don't think a court is going to say that Kid Wes's Made in America, which you can go listen to in full. I'll try to put some links to YouTube videos below. I don't think a court is going to agree that Kid Wes owns anything more than the particular expression of his idea. So when you listen to the two, yes, I will acknowledge the two sound similar. But before we can establish whether they are copyright infringement or not, we need to remove the unprotected elements. And when we remove that he can't own the flow all by itself, that he can only own his particular expression, when you remove that he doesn't own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a meter in timing, then I start to fall away from saying that this is any kind of copyright infringement. And it's my opinion that this case will go exactly the same way as Katy Perry. She was the defendant against Flame in the Joyful Noise case, and she won because the court said that there wasn't enough similarity between her use of that descending minor ostinato and Flame's original to give Flame copyright protection against everyone else's use of a similar descending minor ostinato. And then there was the Stairway to Heaven case, which was a little weird because the deposit copy was what they were going off of, and the deposit copy was sheet music, and it was not the performance of the, I forget what was the plaintiff's piece. Stairway was the defendant. So it was similar. It was a very similar bass line, the descending bass line of Stairway to Heaven versus the descending bass line of the plaintiff's work. And the court said something similar regarding the Stairway case, as they said in the Katy Perry case, that this isn't enough to warrant copyright protection against everyone else's use. Sure, you've got like the James Bond intro, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. If somebody made their own spy movie with that series of notes, that's probably enough for copyright infringement. And that's why you see every other spy movie has their own sort of big band sound to a spy movie intro. But that was a melody, and it's fairly well defined. Somebody else can still use the bass line. Somebody else can make a similar, but not substantially similar, use of a trumpet and the melody or whatever. But there's going to be a line between someone being allowed to use trumpets and bass lines and have something sound like a big band genre or a hip-hop genre. There's going to be a line between that and actually copying enough to be copyright infringement. So I don't see this going very far, and I just thought I would tell you that it's on our radar to keep an eye on. There's probably going to be a motion to dismiss from the record label and Donald Glover, from the defendants, based on the Katy Perry, Dark Horse, Joyful Noise, and Stairway to Heaven decisions, because I don't think this rises to the level of copyright infringement. But that's just my opinion. Let us know when you listen to the two of them if you think that there is copyright infringement going on. Again, I acknowledge they sound similar, but, you know, big band songs sound similar, and then the artists make use of the tools that they have. All paintings are made of paint. So you have a copyright because you made a brush stroke in white paint? Can nobody else make a brush stroke in white paint? No, of course not. It's if someone copies more or less the overall painting, or at least a significant part of it. And I don't see how Made in America, Flex on the Radio versus This is America, Guns in My Area, how that's copyright infringement, even if you include the similar sounding music behind it. When you think about it, overall, the two works are pretty completely different. They have similarities, but they are also very different. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want a big band cut of This is America now. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. And that's our show. Thanks for joining me. I'm Leonard French, your favorite copyright attorney, and this is Lawful Masses, your favorite legal news and education program here on YouTube, also on Floatplane and on twitch.tv/lawfulmasses, live on Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. This is a community-supported channel, which means I need your money. It takes time and effort to make these videos, and in order to make room in my life, I need to also have support. So I really appreciate your support on patreon.com/ljfrench or sponsors.com/law. You can support the channel through YouTube memberships, or you can support the channel through Floatplane subscriptions. Thank you very much in the month of May to the following $50 plus supporters: Joe Tyson, John Steele, Gavin Barnard, Eevi, Spirit Bear, Benjamin Hitov, Ugly Grill, Rudolph Bescherer Jr., Brandyn, Abel, Torpedan, RDHDragon, Earthbound Star, and ShadowTycho. And thank you to the $5 plus supporters who are scrolling on the screen in front of me. You're all on the LED tablet behind me. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. I'm Leonard French. I'll see you in the videos that drop and the comments below.